Hey guys, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Our story so far. After witnessing Ramon's abduction before their very eyes, Luke and Professor Layton are shocked to see him return to Reinhold Manor on his own. Busy with the murder investigation, Inspector Chalmey warns Layton against meddling any further. However, Layton is confident that the Golden Apple and the morning's murder are linked to one another. Finally free to move about, Layton and Luke begin their search for the Golden Apple in earnest. So I believe we found the grave last time, and now we're heading up to Lady Dahlia's room to find a journal. Oops. Is this what I wanted? Yeah, it is. Cool. This must be the journal that Matthew spoke of. I have to admit, he seems to know where everything in the manor is. There's something about reading someone else's journal that just doesn't seem proper to me. However, the investigation must continue, so... The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Violet when she was alive. What do you suppose it refers to? Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Violet's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its memory. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Violet, there can never be another you. You are my first, my last, and my only. Changed its memory? I'm not sure what the Baron means, but this is clearly vital information here. I collapsed some days ago, and have been bedridden ever since. I feel as if I have failed Flora as a father. I can only hope that when I am gone, the people of the village look after Flora and care for her as I did. He must have been terribly ill. It seems I am not long for this world, and the time has come for me to say goodbye to my little Flora. I have left everything in Bruno's care now. Flora, I pray you find happiness in this life. I've disclosed the location of the secret place in a note that I've left with an old friend. It is my most fervent hope that the seeker of the Golden Apple finds it and grants my dearest wish. Professor. Baron Reinhold's old friend. We must seek out this person, Luke. But, Professor, how can we possibly find that person with nothing but this journal to go on? Haha, it's like I always say, Luke. Any good investigation starts on the street. We'll just have to ask everyone in town about the matter. What? I mean, of course. You're absolutely right, Professor. Let's get to it. Of course, any good investigation also needs direction. Let's start out by asking Ingrid a few questions. She seems to know a great deal about Baron Reinhold. Talk to Ingrid. Doesn't seem to be any hint coins in here. What a useless room. Wonder if these guys have more puzzles for me now. It was nice of them to leave so I could snoop around in that room though. Yeah, no, I don't think they have anything new to say. Let's just head on and talk to Ingrid. Oh, hello. You came to me, that's nice. Oh, look who it is. Professor Ladle, was it? The name's Layton, madam. That's right, Professor Layton. All that talking about the mansion we did last time got me reminiscing, so I decided to stop by for a visit. But enough about me. By the look on your face, it seems that you have something you want to ask me. As a matter of fact, I do. Do you happen to know who Baron Reinhold considered his close friends? His friends, you say? Well, he wasn't exactly what you'd call a social butterfly. He wasn't exactly what you'd call a social butterfly. I'm sorry, that's really all I knew of his friends. Oh, wait a moment. I do believe I saw that Zapone fellow pay a visit to the mansion a few times. Professor, could she be referring to that man we met? Ah, yes, that gentleman with the fancy little mustache. We should ask if he knows anything. I would wager he's still hanging about the fork in the road just beyond the clock tower. Yeah, he wasn't there before, but of course he'll be there now. Ah, shocking. Look who it is. Close friends of the Baron. It's true, I had the pleasure of meeting Baron Reinhold a few times. Mr. Zapone, you didn't happen to be good friends with the Baron, did you? Me? Oh no, I was nothing of the sort. Can you think of anyone at all who was close to Baron Reinhold? No, I didn't really know him. Well, there was that one possibility. No, wait, never mind. I'm not sure. I guess the Baron can't really tell us much of anything. Yes, I'm afraid he was no help at all. I suppose that means we're back where we started. But at least we can be sure that this close friend we're after is a resident of St. Mystia. We mustn't give up, Luke. Let's continue to ask around. Ask around town, my favourite pastime. Just a free roam, you know. You sure I can't entrust you in a nice cut of veal? It's a veal deal, ha ha ha. Can't remember if I gave Zapone a French accent last time or not. Oh, this guy wasn't here before, I wonder if he has information. Not being a member of high society myself, I've never so much as had a conversation with Baron Reinhold. Now, Sonny, much as I'd like to keep chatting, I'm awfully tired. I think I need to go lie down. Are you feeling unwell, sir? I'm just plumb exhausted lately. It's that awful noise coming from the tower, you see. It's gotten so loud I can't sleep a wink at night. Do you know what's causing the noise? It's just a rumour, but I hear that every time that sound rips through St. Mystia, someone disappears. They say the ones who go missing are people who've been talking about feeling tired. But those who disappear are back before you know it, so it's probably just a load of poppycock. Whenever the noise sounds, someone disappears. Interesting. Do you think the peculiar sound has anything to do with that strange old man who abducted Ramon? It's certainly a possibility, isn't it? But why would he release his victims after going through the trouble of kidnapping them? Guess we can head back out here now, talk to this girl. Hey mister, it's good to see you again. See, I'm totally stuck here, and I could really use your help. My friend told me this puzzle the other day, and I just can't solve the thing. Can you help me? Puzzle 67, the chocolate code. Was it with this chicken chocolate? On Valentine's Day, your gadget-loving, technophile girlfriend gave you a most unusual slab of chocolate. While the jumble of letters looks like nonsense, if you manage to decode the letters written on the chocolate, a message from your sweetheart will appear. What is she trying to tell you? Is it only those letters? Okay. The W could be an M. Flip the whole thing upside down. And then we've got what? G, C, E, N left. My gents, my sing, my ching, my. I poisoned the chocolate, that's what she's trying to tell me. It's rather surprising that your girlfriend would leave you a message via chocolate. It's usually more her style to contact you via digital means. Okay. Maybe it is a W then. CY. No worries. GECY. Two words. Definitely. No, it's not an acronym, is it? GY, GW. GN, good night. WECY. Oh, wait. See you. See you, good night. No. That can't be it. As a self-professed gadget fiend, on more than one occasion she has suffered from the uniquely modern condition of texting thumb. If you're still stuck, just look at your closest keyboard for a hint. Right. G could be F, E, R, C, what? X, Y, U, N, M, E, G, H, T. Okay, so G could be T, T, F, B, or H. T, F, B, H. E could be W, D, R, or E. C could be X, D, C, V. Y could be T, U, V. No, T, U, H. This is dumb. Look at your closest keyboard for a hint. Texting thumb, digital means. Right, so I actually had to look this one up because it was taking forever, and it's pretty dumb. So we have to look at the bite mark on each block. Indicates which direction the letter that she actually meant was. So we'll write this. This is me. There's no bite mark on E, so that stays as E. Now we have G, and the bite mark is above it, so we go T, because that's T is above G on a keyboard. C, bite marks on the left, so we go left. we have X, and Y, we go to the left, which is T. Text me. Stupid puzzle. Super dumb. I would probably dump anyone that gave me a code like that. Oh, is that all you had to do to figure it out? Why didn't I think of that? Can you keep a secret? Don't tell Adria you told me the answer, okay? Thanks, mister. Am I glad to see you, Professor? I seem to have gotten myself into another jam. I know you're busy and all, but I just can't find the answer to this puzzle. Could you give me a hand with it? Actually looking for some information right now. Puzzle 79, apples to oranges, worth 40 pickerats. Some careless delivery man loaded 2 shipments of fruit into the wrong warehouses. As you can see in the picture below, the oranges are currently in the apple warehouse and vice versa. Can you correct the mistake and put all the fruit in its proper place? This sounds fun. It wasn't too bad. It's actually a pretty cool puzzle. Great job. Fresh fruit for all. I didn't tell me what the minimum amount of moves was. That's the only reason I like those ones. So that's how it's done. Thanks again, Professor. Puzzle scrap, painting scrap, I mean. Still looking for this information. Let's try the front gate, I guess. If you really want to understand. Never mind. Let's try in the inn. No one here. No hint coins. Luke, our little exchange has reminded me of a wonderful puzzle about cars. Why don't you give it a try? So, I was actually looking for information. Got a puzzle instead. Not exactly what I was after. Yeah, I know how this works. Looks like a really early one that I missed. But it's basically rush hour, so I won't read it. We all know how rush hour works. There we go. I feel like I took a few too many turns, but doesn't matter, we got there. Good job clearing out traffic. If you're really good, you should be able to do it in 14 moves. I think I had 30. Ah, there's the last gizmo. You gotta be kidding me. It was all the way back there the entire time. God. There we are. The little robot dog is finally assembled. Now we just have to name the rascal. I have a feeling he'll come in quite handy. By the way, Luke, I have a present for you to mark this occasion. Turn off your Nintendo DS once, then restart the game. At the title screen, select bonuses, and you should have a new challenge from me. Now I know you're excited about your present, but be sure to save before you restart your DS. Don't tell me what to do. Please enter your dog's name. Let's just go Gizmo, because, oh my god. Gizmo. Because I feel like that's a canon name for it or something. Now I believe he'll point out hint coins for us. Can't believe I was missing it that entire time because it was at the start of the stupid thing. Here we go. Ahem. You there? Yes, you. Do you mean me, good sir? Yep, you. This flower vase is yours, right? I've been keeping it nice and safe for you. Doesn't look like mine. I've never seen anyone just forget something like this while shopping. You're a vase space case. Ha ha ha. Vase space case, I guess. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never seen that vase before in my life. What? This fancy vase doesn't belong to you? So why'd that guy tell me to give this to you? What did this man look like? Well, my hat has a way of obscuring certain details from me. It's the worst, I tell you. But back to the issue at hand. The mystery man wasn't a regular around here, that's for sure. Don't sweat it though. I'll just give it back to the guy next time I see him. So, speaking of flower vases, I know a puzzle I bet you'll like. It's not a hard one or anything, but it's the least I can do for bothering you about the vase. Puzzle number 70, the shattered vase, worth 10 picarats. Someone knocked over this fabulous vase and shattered it, fit the pieces together, and restore the vase to its original shape. There's one catch, though. Mixed in with the pieces is a single piece from a different vase. Yeah, that's where I wanted that. Get rid of that. Oh, that was really difficult. Put that back. Why is that even a puzzle? It's a 6-piece jigsaw puzzle. If that. You've got a good head on your shoulders. I'm impressed. By the way, you sure you don't want to take some fresh sausage home with you? Believe me, these are some links you don't want to be missing. No thank you, we're just fine. Too bad. Not to bust your chops or anything, but that deal was a one-time offer. Maybe you'd have said yes if you knew what was at stake. I think we're done here, Luke. I couldn't agree more, Professor. That's so rude. He's just having a good time. Yes, Gizmo, give me those hint coins. Or if it goes off more than once per screen. What kind of lad just throws trash on the ground? It's an old newspaper. Honestly, you'd think that everyone would know that trash goes in the trip. Wait a second. You have to come take a look at this article. Well, would you look at that? It seems to be Inspector Chelmy. Haha, look at that. Chelmy hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Murder mystery solved. Inspector Chelmy identifies killer. Chelmy hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chelmy celebrates each successful case with his favourite treat, his wife's sweet potato fritters. Wow, who saw that one coming? He's so gruff that I never imagined he had a soft side like that. Just look at that old grump grinning over his plate of sweet potato fritters. I knew he was fussing over nothing when he said he hated sweets back at Reinhold Manor. That's right, Luke, he did say that. How very curious. Inspector Chelmy was added to your list of mysteries. The guy can't change his mind once in a while. So is it true what I'm hearing about the two of you? Are you really running about town in search of the Reinhold fortune? That's correct, sir. Currently, we're in search of a close friend of Baron Reinhold's. We believe he has entrusted this friend with an important note. Gracious, that's quite a search you have in your hands. Oh, excuse me, my name is Archibald. The Baron and I were great friends, thick as thieves. We used to have the most amazing conversations late into the night. Do you think that perhaps I'm the one you're searching for? Yes, I think so. What luck that after all this searching we should bump into you in a place like this. I have one question. Do you recall ever receiving a small note or written message from the Baron? No, I don't remember ever receiving anything of the sort from Gus. But he did give me a fine desk that once belonged to him. It's at home. Maybe it holds some kind of clue. The Baron's desk, you say? Excellent. Would you like to come over to my house and take a look at it? You are most gracious. If you'd be kind enough to allow us to look at it, we'd be very grateful. I'm sure Gus wouldn't mind two fine puzzle lovers such as yourselves looking over his desk. Actually, let me impart a few pearls of wisdom on you while I've got your attention. Focusing on your case is all well and good, but if you don't solve some puzzles, you'll be sorry later. So make an effort to find puzzles around town and just solve the ones you can. Take it from this old timer, it's good to stop and smell the puzzles sometimes. Alright, I'll get off my high horse now. Let's head on over to my house. Follow me. This is Gus's old desk. Take all the time you need to examine it. Splendid. Luke, let's get right to it. This letter appears to have been left unfinished. So when you got the desk, you got all the stuff on it, I'm assuming? Or is it Archibald's stuff? There's nothing in here. Let's look someplace else. It seems to be a note. It may point us in the direction of the golden apple. What do you make of this X? I'm afraid I just don't know at the moment. Chapter solved. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just received a call for you from the innkeeper, Beatrice. It seems she's concerned about one of her lodgers, and she'd like your thoughts on the problem. Well, we'd best go help her. Thank you, Archibald. Now off to the inn we go, Luke. Any hid coins in here, Gizmo? Yeah, there is. Okay, he doesn't appear more than once. That's not good. I didn't mean to look at the desk again. Look, Professor, there's a hidden puzzle here. Puzzle 108, Not Knots, worth 50 pickerats. In front of you are 4 tangled lengths of rope. Mark the ones you think will form a knot when you grab them by their ends and pull them taut. I think A will. Let's have a look at B. B won't. C. Can't tell with C yet. What about D? I feel like C will and D won't. Let's use a hint coin. Let's try A and C. No. Let's try A and D then. And if it's not this, we might have to use some more hint coins. No, okay. Take a look at row B. If you start from the right, yeah, I know that one. I know B wasn't one. Oh, okay, only one of them. So then A. No, not A. Oh, okay. Certain it was A. Probably D then. Oh my god. Well, process of elimination. I guess it's C. It's hard to visualize those ones. Phew, that puzzle was no pushover. Yeah, tell me about it. Alright, that should be our 3rd hint coin. You can't really be finished so soon, can you? Let's just go talk to Beatrice at the inn. How do we get to the inn? Down. And then in. Excellent. Welcome back, Professor. I've been so looking forward to your return. Thank you. Was there something you wished to discuss with me? Oh my, yes. Listen to this. One of the guests here just performed a doze and dash routine on me. The man's gone, and so are all his things. I'd like you to bring him back. I am a businesswoman after all. How can I run a business with scoundrels skipping out on the bill like this? Would you mind if I looked around the man's room? Please do. Look at it all you want. Here, I'll show you in. Yuck. What an absolute pigsty. This whole place stinks of smoke, and there's trash everywhere. Beatrice, can you describe this guest's appearance for me? Well, he had a sharp mustache, and it was pretty clear he wasn't from around here, that was obvious. A mustache reeks of smoke. Oh, do you suppose she could be talking about Inspector Chelmy? Inspector Chelmy? Isn't he the self-important windbag who's been up at Reinhold Manor? No, that's not him. The man who stayed here just looks so much more evil. He was wearing a long trench coat. I'm sure you know the type. Oh, where could he have run off to? Sorry to ask this, Professor, but would you be a darling and find the thief who skipped out on his bill? I just did talk to Beatrice. What are you talking about, game? I'm counting on you to catch the no-good fiend who skipped out on his bill. Be a darling and find that bill-dodging thief. Honestly, how are we ever going to make progress on our search for the golden apple? Things aren't looking good. No one knows anything about the item in question, and we have no leads. I'm beginning to wonder if this golden apple that everyone is in a flap over even exists. Now, Luke, I wouldn't say we're without any leads. Think, my boy. There's a place in St. Mystere that every villager has warned us to stay away from. What do you mean? The tower, Luke. No matter who we ask, no one seems to know a thing about the place. But suppose for a moment that the tower has something to do with the golden apple. Then it follows that the people of St. Mystere, scared to draw near the tower, wouldn't know anything. Of course, we need to investigate that tower. The tower marks the far northern border of St. Mystere. Let's search the road north of the market for a route to the tower. Chapter 6. The Elusive Tower. Search the village for a path to the tower. I think we might call it an episode there. I'd like to thank you for joining me for another episode of Professor Layton and the Curious Village, and I hope to see you next time.